everybody, and welcome back to the Bounce Checks podcast brought to you by Silent Podcasts, where we are anything but silent. I am your host for today, Katie, and we are here with Santina. Santina, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Have a couple of questions for you. So I'll start with our first one here. Just looking back on the season with everything that you know now, how do you think that your week one HOH affected your standing in the house? And is there anything that you would have done differently looking back on it?
So there's nothing I would have done differently. And I think that me with winning HOH the first week, really put an even more bigger target on my back than I already had walking in.
Cool. Thank you. So in week one, you were working closely with some of the guys. When and how, in your mind, do you feel like that changed?
I'll say week two, Rob's week. Yeah, I believe it changed then.
Cool. Do you feel like how do you feel like what was the shift that you felt in that week?
So just believing in what I believe in and going against them and not playing the game that they were playing and playing my own game. I didn't want anyone to control what I was doing, and I just wanted to do what I wanted to do.
Cool. You were also playing the game mostly alone. Was there anyone you wish you had worked with or wanted to work with but didn't? Anyone that you feel like maybe you tried to work with but maybe it didn't pan out the way that you were hoping?
So I kind of hope that I would have got a little bit closer with Kusi. I know her and we kind of like talked here and there. But I think that I could have gave her my trust a little bit more. Just because we kind of align, we kind of think the same, and I think we could have done a lot of damage together.
Cool. So just focusing on this week, what was your reaction when Hope was walking the door in the pool room? Like, what were you thinking in that moment?
Was I in or out already?
I think you were out at first, like when you tried to
Okay.
open the door.
I was like, dude, let me in. Like, how can you not let me in?
Did you have any thoughts on like what you thought might be going on in there or?
I knew what was going on in there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What did you think about the girls' reaction about being locked out? Do you think that was kind of a warranted reaction?
I mean, I understand their reaction, and I probably would feel the same way. Um, that house, is a lot of emotions and stuff, and I don't blame them for how they feel,
Cool.
especially being felt like they were left out. I know how that feels in that house, so not at all.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we saw you campaign after the competition. Why do you think the majority of the House decided to keep Renee instead of keeping you?
I think Renee over myself. I can win competitions. Not saying that she can't, but I think I showed that I'm able to win competitions, and keeping someone who can win and is a threat to the house. I do understand why they sent me home.
Cool. If you could place blame on anyone for your eviction, who would that be? Or is there anyone that you place blame on?
I don't place the blame. I don't want to say I'm blaming anyone. However, if people were true to what they were saying they were true to, I would probably still be in the game. But I understand that it's hard to believe people in a house like that. You think everybody's lying to you, so I get it. I'm just hoping that Hope would have picked me to stay.
That kind of leads to my next question, where you said to Arissa that you were the most let down by Hope. So can you tell us a little bit more about why you felt let down by him?
I feel like because, we connected a lot on a personal level, and there wasn't a lot of people in that house that I connected with on a personal level. Even on a game level, him and we were getting very close. And he told me that he'd have my back and he'd take a bullet for me, which, it showed that he didn't. And when people cross that line with me, it just hurts a lot.
Totally. We also saw you say to Arissa that you think Kuzi will win and that you hope Kuzi wins. Tell us a little bit more about why you think Kuzi has the best shot and why you're rooting for her.
So I think Kusi overall is just a very, very strong woman, lady, person. And I think that if she continues to play the game that she's playing, taking the time to make decisions and being the likable person that she is, and keeping the team that she has on her side around her, that she'll make it to the end. She's been playing a very, very smart game. And like I said, she was someone that I was hoping to align with because we think very much similar.
Awesome. When you're now that you're headed to jury, what are you looking for when you're looking to cast your vote for the winner?
So as of right now, because things will continuously change the more that more house guests come in, um, just someone who is playing the game, someone making these moves, um, winning comps, socially getting by, and just doing what they have to do for their game.
Cool. And one of our co-hosts who wasn't able to join us today, Josiane, she does superlatives for all of the castmates that we've spoken to so far. So I'm going to ask you her questions on her behalf. So, who do you think is the sneakiest player that's left in the house?
Oh, they're all pretty sneaky in that house. Um, I'll say Renee. She's pretty sneaky when it comes to her social skill.
Cool. And who do you think is the most underrated player?
Claudia.
Cool. And then last but not least, who do you think is the most vulnerable player left in the house?
um, Renee or Shania.
Cool. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much, Santina. That is all we had for you today. It was a quick one from us, but thank you so much, and best of luck in Jury House. We're looking forward to seeing where your
Yeah,
vote goes.
thanks.
Hi, Hope.
What's up?
Oh, good. Welcome to Silent Podcast, where we're anything but silent. My name is
Let's do
Joanna, and
it.
I'm here with our jury member, Hope.
Do it.
Congratulations on being on the cast and making it to jury. You should be so proud of yourself.
Oh, so happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for joining us. I have so many questions that I want to get into. I really want to pick into your brain to see what you're
Do it.
thinking.
Let's do it.
Okay, so my first question for you is, you revealed that a strategy of yours early on was to make people believe that you wanted to quit and give up. When did
Yes.
you realize that's the strategy you wanted to use in the house?
During the third week when Dan won HOH and I put myself up, I noticed that people came to me and started revealing information to me that I never would have received if I was not on the block. And to be honest, I just wanted to stick to that for as long as I could, because coming into the house, I knew I'd be a threat. When you look at me and the way I perform in comms, you can really tell me later on I'm gonna be a threat. So I thought, what's the best way to keep my threat level low? And I thought the best way to do that is to show people that, hey, I don't really want to be here. I'm just here for the glam, the Instagram. I'm just here for the highlights, the show. And that's it, guys. That's just, that's it. And it worked. Everybody in the house really believed that I did not want to be there. And I wanted to stick to that as long as possible. So that was why I did that, just to lower my threat level.
Okay, it was really interesting to see for sure.
I know it was different. It was different.
No, I appreciate it, truly. I also wanted to ask you about your relationship with Ty, because it evolved and changed a lot with him, especially with him and Zach asking you not to use the veto, and then the letter situation.
Yes.
How has your relationship evolved since then? Did you trust Ty in the game after that point?
So another mistake I made in this game was not trusting Ty. I truly believe that if I had worked with them, we really could have taken this game by storm. And I was so caught up in the crown at the time. I was building relationships with other people, and Ty was whenever I saw Ty, he was in the way. So my main objective was to get rid of him, and I thought that I could really control any physical comps moving forward with the crown. But the whole letter situation, that was not my intention. I found the letter in my sock, and the letter just reminded me of what I have at home, a family that loves me. And the reason why I'm on the show is to make them proud. And I wanted to share that with them, and I didn't mean for it to blow up like this. So that's my take on that.
Okay. Well, thank you for clearing that up. It was a very big point that came for us to see as viewers. Another big point was the fatal feast.
Let's get into it. I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to know how it affected the way you moved in the game, because there was a lot of moving parts to that.
Yes, there was. So Johnny had just left, was just evicted, and Santina and I really bonded during that time. not just on a game level, but personally. Like, I truly believe that I got really attached to her. And I can already tell the crowd members were already like suspicious. They Kuzi sat me down and she questioned me. If it was Daniel C and Santina on the block, who you voting against? Santina. If it was Santina and Anika on the block, who you voting against? Santina. If it was me and if it was her, Kuzi and Santina on the block, who would I vote against? And I said, I'd vote against Santina. And I could tell that in that moment right there when Kuzi picked me first, if I picked Santina, that would prove to them that I prioritize Santina more than every member in the crowd. So the moment I picked Anika, in that split second, I played as many scenarios in my head where I could save Santina. And none of those scenarios ended up well for me moving forward in the game. So I picked Anika because I knew moving forward, numbers is all that mattered in the game. So it was hard. And that is going to be my biggest regret, biggest mistake in the game. And I'm so sorry, Santina. But I couldn't save her. And that I felt horrible, not going to lie.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're so open with that question because there's so much going on and we just wanted the tea from you. But
brother.
I just wanted the tea, you know. But
the tea?
I think it's good tea. Any information.
Hey, if you want more, let me know. I'll tell you for real.
Okay. Well then with that, then I'm curious, who would you have wanted your final two to be in a perfect world?
In the perfect world, it would be me and Kuzi. You know, both of us, we stand for so much. She's from Zimbabwe. I'm from Ghana. We both came into this amazing country called Canada. And, you know, we had a late start, unlike other people. And we've been given this perfect opportunity to make a name for ourselves. And I think it would mean so much more to people back at home, all the immigrants that come here, all the people that want to be more than they are, that doesn't matter where you start. All that matters is you keep going, and every day in every little way, you get after your dreams. So in the perfect world, it would be me and Kuzi, because I feel like it means so much more to Canada. It means so much more to the world.
I'm first generation Canadian, so I definitely can relate to that.
Yes.
Yeah, my parents immigrated here, so I totally get that for sure. It means a lot, actually. But I want to know, in terms of gameplay, who do you blame for your eviction?
I don't blame anybody but myself, to be honest. Every decision I made, everything I did led me to the moment. I don't blame anybody. You know, I could have connected with Cece, Shanae, and Renee earlier, but I didn't. At one point in the game, I felt like I was on top of the world when I had the crown and I had the sword. I had Santina, I had everybody. I was like, oh, I could put myself on the block again and I'm good. You know, I felt invincible. And me getting evicted, that was me. That was me not trusting my team, not communicating with people on what I'm doing, just thinking about myself, if that makes sense, you know? And my biggest lesson I learned is communication. You have to communicate with people before you make decisions. And yeah, me getting evicted, that was on me. Nobody else but me.
Okay. Well, the game isn't over for you. You are in jury. So I do want to know, now that you're in jury, what will you base your vote on when voting for the winner?
Loyalty. That's all that matters to me right now. And right now, I'm loyal to the crown. And that's it. Wow. If any of the members in the crown end up in the final two, that's where my vote's going. Anika, Daniel C, Kuzi. I wish them nothing but the best, but I need to see them at the final two. And if any of the crown members are sitting next to each other, I'm picking Kuzi because she has so much more to offer. I truly believe that after everything, she's going to do big things with the impact she's made with the show. So, Queen Kuzi!
Okay, well, you kind of answered my next question. So it was, with the information you currently know, who are you most likely to vote for and who are you least likely to vote for? So from your last answer, I'm gauging that it's Kuzi, but who are you least likely to vote for in this current state?
Right now, obviously, with the crown being my top priority, Ty follows right after. If he makes it up there, I'm voting for him. But Shania, Renee, and Cece, they're not, no way. It's not any hate thing or any personal thing. It's just, I connect with the crown so much and they stand for so much and their stories are so unique and I really bonded with them. My souls are attached to them now. We're like, I don't want to say soulmates, but shit, like, you know, we never would have met each other if Big Brother, and I'm so thankful for Big Brother. But yeah, definitely those three.
Well, I'm gonna play a quick little game with you. We're gonna play two actually. So
Let's do it. I'm ready.
yeah, okay. So the first one is I'm going to name the remaining cast members that are currently in the house, and I want you to give me one word that you associate to them.
Oh,
and
God.
Please feel free to elaborate. It can be game, it can be personal, it can be a mix of both. I ain't complaining. So
Right now, before my prediction, I put game aside and I got to really see everybody for who they really are. And they're all amazing people, all of them.
Yeah.
And I truly believe I'm gonna be very, very good friends with all of them. So I don't know if you're gonna get anything negative from me. So good luck.
Oh, we don't need anything negative. It could be
all
fun.
right.
It could be light.
I know you want the tea. I know you want the tea.
I want the tea, but the tea can be positive. Okay.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
So,
hit me with it.
Okay. So the first name will be Kuzi.
Kuzi, my queen. She reminds me so much of my mother. You know, her energy, her charisma, her passion when she speaks. Oh, you heard her voice? Ooh, Kuzi. She got that African, you know, that accent, you know? Ooh. And I'm not gonna lie, she gave me so many life lessons. And a lot of the lessons I learned in the house, like I grew a lot in the house, not gonna lie to you. Between you and me, I've grown a lot in the house. And I don't even recognize myself anymore. Look at me right now. Like, I didn't look like this before I went in there. And I'm just so thankful that I met her. So nothing but good words for her.
Okay, cool. And Nika?
Nika, she's fearless. She's me. I never expected to bond with someone like her. You know, she is true to her word. And I know in this game, everybody's here for themselves. Everyone's here to play the game and win $100,000. But that girl, man, I never thought I'd bond with her the way I did. Blood, sacrifice, like all that stuff. Like we connected so much, and I'm just so grateful I met her. She's fearless, and I love her for real.
Okay, Daniel C.
Daniel C. Daniel C. Daniel C. Oh my God. Daniel and I, our relationship, it's grown and it's evolved in so many different ways. Every time we talk, we'd always cry. He'd always cry out. Like someone was always crying whenever we talked. And, you know, whenever those tough decisions to be made, and if it was anything feelings related or friendship related, he'd go quiet. And he's such a good guy. He's an amazing human being, and he's in Toronto. So me and him are definitely going to be together more than anybody else. But again, I know I keep saying this, but I'm so thankful that Big Brother brought us all together. So he's definitely going to be friends we're going to be friends for life.
Okay, Claudia.
Claudia. Yo, Cece. Day one, I would look at her and I was not worried at all. I'm like, she's not going to do a damn thing. Nothing's going to come, but she played her game. She's smart. She knew when to strike. And when it was time to strike, she did it. You know, she shot her shots. And to be honest, little Cece really is really doing her thing. And after this, you know, she's going to be around in the summer. So we're definitely going to, you know, have a great time together. But I appreciate and love her so much. And she just brought a lot of positivity, and just her smile and everything about her was just amazing. So yeah, little Cece is definitely cool.
All right, Renee.
Oh, brother, Renee. Not gonna lie to you. In the beginning of this, everything, I truly thought like me and her were gonna work together. I had her back when she was at her lowest, and I thought we were gonna, you know, Bonnie and Clyde, what's up? Like I thought we were really, you know, we were gonna do, you know, but we were handcuffed together. But I noticed that, you know, with me, I'm really feelings based and energy based. And the only time she'll show me good energy is when she had her back against the wall, or if she needed some type of information from me. And every time I didn't prove value to her, we weren't really communicating. So, you know, just a bit of that. But on a personal level, she's an amazing person. We're both cancers. You know, her birthday is June 29th, and we're going to turn up. So I love her, for real.
Shania?
Naya. I learned from her that I always need constant reassurance from people, you know? I love you. You're doing great. Keep your head up. And she did just that for me. And I couldn't thank her and appreciate more for that. You know, she'd always come give me these hugs, tell me when I'm by myself that you got people that are looking out for you. Don't worry, like, keep your head up. I know you've been having a rough day, you know, don't worry. We're giving you space, but just know if you're ready to talk, we got you. She constantly reminded me that, yo, there's still humans in this game. We're not just all here to be players, but we're humans at the end of the day. So I love her for that.
Okay, last but not least, Ty.
Ty. The man, the myth, the legend, the assassin, the chosen one, Big Brother's very own comp beast. I should have worked with him. I should have trusted everything he was saying. He is true to his word, and I always kept on looking for the red flags every single time. You like, from the moment that he told me that, you know, you let me know when you're ready to go, and I'll line you up and I'll make sure you go. And I always didn't believe him. I always thought he was just using me, but he really wanted to work with me. And every time I had my back against the wall, I saw myself run into his arms. Ty, baby, save me. Oh, save me, Ty. And every time he answered the call, and, you know, he gave it his best shot. But I love Ty. He's like an older brother. And he's just like my uncle. He was in the army, and they have the same personality. They're cold, but they're very intention. Like, everything they say, that's exactly what they mean. But they're not like me, all, woo, woo, woo. They're not like that. They're like, calm, collect.
Yeah.
I love Ty. We're going to be brothers for life.
Okay, well, thank you so much for sitting here and talking with me, giving me all the tea, all the love, all the good vibes, all the good energy.
Come on.
I'm so excited to see how this game continues. Thank you so much for being a part of an amazing season. I was Jodan, and this was my podcast.
Let's do it. Thank you so much for the energy. I love the smile. Thank you.